Hi everybody, it's Psychic Medium Carla coming to you on a Tuesday, April 8th. I think it's been a week since my last video. And I am in a remote part of the house, trying to be quiet. Kinda. Anyways, I want to continue my discussion of the current situation known as COVID-19. I hope everybody is doing well and that everybody's doing what they're supposed to and that they're staying home for the most part. I think the last time I went out, well, it was yesterday or the day before to get blood pressure medication. But my pharmacist, she had her mask on. I didn't have to sign anything. I brought my own pen. I had a mask on too. So, sometimes you have to go out to get things. I've been struggling with some laryngitis here and there and not feeling my best. But that's normal for me. Feeling strange, feeling weird, feeling drained. This is going on all over the planet, so I'm picking up a lot of energy from different places, from multiple places, from lots of people, living and past. It gets very draining. I block and shield and protect myself as much as I can, but I also know what a lot of people are feeling right now, so I can put myself in their shoes, as empaths. Part of that being a gift is that we will have a lot of compassion for what people are going through. And I gotta tell you, there's a lot of people losing their minds right now. It's a lot of it is mental. You have to be mentally strong for situations like this. A lot of people suffer from mental illness and disease also. So this is not a good situation for them. A lot of people are losing it. And I can feel a lot of what people are going through. And it breaks my heart. Let's just put it that way. It does. It breaks my heart. And I'm trying to do what I can and helping if someone reaches out. I'm doing my part. I'm doing what I can. But I get it, I get it. I know how people are feeling because I'm feeling it. And I can usually separate what is mine and what is not mine. Now, with that being said, there's a lot of people that are like me that are out there. There's a lot of mediums. There's a lot of psychics. There's a lot of people that are strictly empaths. For those people that are empaths, remember, if you are truly an empath, you're going to feel compassion for what other people are feeling as well, okay? And wherever that feeling is coming from, try to reflect back love and light and patience and everything. Now, we're all human and everybody might lose their shit every once in a while. They might lose their mind. They might get angry or frustrated or whatever. That's okay. Feel it and let it go. It is not good to leave things or keep things bottled up. Do not do that. Don't do it. It is not good for you. It's not good for you physically. It's not good for your immune system. It's not good for the person that you might be stuck in the house with or whatever. Hopefully you're with somebody that gets it. Feel it. Release it. Do not hold it in. If you're feeling anxious, you say, hey, you know what? I'm feeling a little anxious right now. I got to tell you, for me, a lot has not changed because I've worked from home for a long time. I'm used to being home. I enjoy being home. I'm a homebody, pretty much, for the past, I don't know how many years. So it's not odd for me. But there are some people that they're used to going out. They're very social. They They might like being around large groups of people. Again, that's another thing that's always been difficult for me. I mean, did I used to do it? Yeah, absolutely. I used to go where there was a lot of people, a couple times a week. But we're talking years ago. But that affected me as well. So yeah, for the people that are used to going out and being social, this could be a really hard time for them. Try to be patient with them. I want to talk about big picture here. I believe, and I know from my astral travels and communicating with who I've been communicating with about this specific situation, that this was something that, yeah, it was part of the collective soul agreement or plan, but it's also something that could have been avoided. What does that mean? That means exactly what it sounds like. It could have been avoided. But the current circumstances of everything that's been going on in the planet, meaning all the separation that we have, all the hate that we have, all the greed that we have, all the people's not respecting other people's opinions, or, excuse me, my nose itches always. It itches a lot anyways because of pollen and everything. But so all these things, all these little things, they add up, and they've just been getting worse and worse and worse over the years. And if you haven't seen that, then I don't know where you're living, but it's true. It is. We're supposed to be growing and raising the consciousness and awareness of the planet and the people on the planet as time goes by. And sadly, it has gone the other way. At least that's what I see. Are there more people awakening to their spiritual side or their spirituality? Yeah, there are. There are. But that doesn't seem to be making up the difference or balancing out all the other stuff that has gone rampant. So was this whole thing part of a collective soul agreement with the planet? Yeah. But it also could have been avoided. And that's our bad. Okay, that's our bad. And I know there's a lot of people that don't have that kind of hate in their heart, or don't have problems with separation, or, this is what you believe and this is what you believe, and hey, that's cool. We can all still get along, and we can. There's a joke that goes, a pagan, a Christian, and an atheist, or a rabbi or whatever, all walked into a bar together, and they sit and they laugh and they have coffee or they have a drink, and everybody has a good time. And that's possible if you're not an asshole. It's something like that. I know I've posted it a few times on Facebook when I feel the need to get a point across, because these people can come together and totally not be assholes and respect one another and get along. It's possible. That's what you can do when you're not an asshole. Everybody has their own opinion. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. All rivers lead to the sea. That's what I tell people. Because they do. Everything leads to the truth in one way or another. It's just a different path. It's just a different path. You can call it whatever you want to. And part of the problem that we're having now, and why this happened, is because we need to come together and work as one and be nicer to each other. And everybody's guilty of it. Everybody's guilty of it. I don't care who you are. If you haven't said it out loud, more than likely you've thought it. I've done it. I've done it. Everybody's done it. I feel bad about it later, but I have done it, of course. And anybody that says they haven't, they're lying. We're human. That's why we're here. And even if we're not supposed to be here, meaning you volunteered to come back again, once you cross that veil, so many things are forgotten. And then so many things are remembered and retained. Like I knew about all kinds of stuff when I was a kid. I didn't know where that came from. That's in your memory. That's there. And then you got some people trying to teach you to be like this when you know that's not wrong. That's not right. That doesn't seem right. Anyways, digress. Always digressing. Yeah, this is happening for a reason. And it's something that could have been avoided if people were not the way that they were. There's a lot of people right now that are helping one another, and that's exactly what's supposed to be happening. People are supposed to be coming together, and they're supposed to be helping each other, whether it's through helping them with grocery shopping, or helping them because they need food, or they need toilet paper, or they need their medicine picked up, or donating money, or whatever the case may be. Those are just teeny tiny little examples. Just being there to listen to someone. People need people to vent to. I'm trying to do my part as well, and I'm posting a card every day. I'm not doing it this week only because the week before Easter I always give my spirit guides off. I don't call on them. I don't ask for any kind of assistance or anything. That's something that I've always done, and it's always the week of Easter. So I'm just not doing the card thing this week. I'll start again on Monday. But I know this is something that could have been avoided. But there is reaction for every action, and this is in the soul contract as a collective, and it played out and it happened. Yes, there are people that volunteered to get this virus, and there are people that volunteered to die from this virus in their soul contracts agreements. I know that's difficult to understand, but they volunteered, or they put it in their contract for the greater good or the collective consciousness to help people snap out of this things that they're doing now. And it's true. People are asking in emails or whatever other kinds of messages, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. If this is something I'm going to get it. And I'm not saying that's not true, but what people don't realize is that another person's free will or another person's mistake can affect you. It's like wrong place at the wrong time. Meaning if somebody is not protecting themselves, they're not washing their hands, they're not covering their coughs, they're going out in public and doing stupid shit, running around, touching everything, and they happen to be a carrier, okay? And you happen to go in behind them and touch something that's infected, and you get it, and you end up dying, or you end up passing it to someone else, and that wasn't part of your soul plan, that wasn't part of your agreement. This is where someone else's free will can come and mess up your plan. Absolutely. It can. It's like somebody who takes their own life, and that suicide was not part of their contract. That affects the other people around them. It's no different with something like this. The best thing you can do, and I know most people are doing it, stay home, wash your hands, precautions. It's precautions. And you cannot say, well, if God wants me to get this and I'm supposed to get it, then I'll get it. because it's true. But again, at the same time, if someone else's free will and comes and messes something up, meaning you weren't supposed to get it, or you weren't supposed to pass from it, or you weren't supposed to pass it on to someone else because of a mistake that another person made, then that's how your own soul contract can get messed up because of someone else's actions. It is no different than saying, God will protect me, God will protect me. I can do whatever I want, I'm protected. That doesn't mean that when you go out, you don't put your seatbelt on because God is protecting you. That's not what that means. That means that you've been given the tools to protect yourself and to stay safe, and you should use them. Not just go recklessly about your business. No, man, that's not how that works. And people don't get it. They don't get it. Sometimes it can be tricky. It can be complicated. I've been into the whole metaphysical thing since I was a kid. It's not just something that I just jumped on the bandwagon saying, oh yeah, this is cool, or this kind of makes sense to me right now. No, man, this is something I've been living and practicing since I was a kid, since I was a kid. This isn't something new to me. It's not something that I just stumbled upon. And I've been communicating with beings since I was little, again, and hanging out with them in the astral planes and stuff. So it's not something that I'm just making up, I have been in the presence of some mediums and psychics who have actually said, make that shit up. If you don't get anything, just make it up. I'm not going to say who, because there's quite a few famous ones out there. And my jaw just dropped, like, I can't do that. I'm not making shit up. Either I get something or I don't get something. I'm not going to make it up. Anyways, I know this is a long, dragged out fucking video, but it is what it is. So keep your quarantine on. Do what you got to do. It's going to get better. This is not going to go away completely. So there's certain things that you're just always going to have to, just take precaution. No big deal. Take precaution and wish, hope for the best. Bring in the light, stay positive, and do what you got to do. Do what you got to do. Remember, this is the first big wave. After this is all said and done, there's going to be more. This is not going to completely go away. It might die down for a little while and then have another round of it, just not as severe, or something totally new could happen. But this isn't going to go away. So everybody just take a chill pill, do what you got to do. Stay mentally strong. It's all good. In the day and age that we live with the internet and the Facebook and Instagram, we have so many ways of accessing each other. People are doing watch parties. Everybody, they're still doing things online. Like even, churches are doing their thing where you go to church and everybody's still there. We are not alone. We can connect. Think about being back in the day when there was no internet, when there was no fucking phone. There wasn't even a phone. Now, they kept their shit together. Everybody here can do the same thing, okay? Everybody can do it. So, until next time, everybody have a good week. I got my grays are coming in. Ooh, I got color hair. I don't go to the hairdresser. It's too expensive for my long ass hair. Anyways, I'll cover up my vampire. Till next time, everybody keep your shit together. And channel some light, man. Be positive. It's going to be okay. Ciao.